Hey, well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this Social X webinar. My name is Adam Levy. I'm in Chester, Connecticut tonight. Welcome to what's usually Tuesday Night Live. We're doing it on Thursday this week. This is the X Team NuCalm Social Hour. We generally do it every Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. Stay tuned for that next Tuesday. We'll start this at the regular time, and we're excited to be here. There's so much good stuff happening at Social X right now. We want to get right into it. We have David DiArcangelo who will be joining us momentarily, though. But before we do, I have to have a few people share their stories. They've been testing the NuCalm app, which has just been incredible. I myself took a power nap about an hour ago, which was phenomenal. And I'm going to bring on, first I'm going to bring on Craig Davis, who's a registered nurse, retired registered nurse. And Craig, you've been having a lot of fun with the NuCalm app. Can you share with us what your thoughts are about it and why you're excited to start sharing it with everybody? You might have to unmute. Yes, let's ask you to unmute. All right, Craig Davis, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you
Oh,
hear me,
yeah, I
Adam?
can hear you now. Go ahead, Craig.
Okay, yeah, actually, my wife and I both registered nurses, so we've been using the app now for about a week. My wife has some childhood traumas, and let's say just in this last past week, she's gone from periods of anxiety and heart palpitations to and took her stress test today. There's a stress test in the back of the app. It's 35 seconds long. You basically just talk.
Products and those products just
You just describe your surroundings, and then it does 10 million points analysis, and it gives you a score somewhere between 1 and 100. One being that if you were a POW in Auschwitz during the Second World War, and 100 meaning you're a Rasta man and basically very relaxed and asleep. And her score was 92.2. I did mine yesterday, and it was 94.6 out of a total of 100. So we're both in the very relaxed stage. And yes, I did take a power nap myself this afternoon. We're actually vacationing all this week in Hilton Head. Denise's birthday was yesterday, and we each celebrate our birthday month. So, loving all the apps. I also test everything. My heart rate this morning when I woke up was 66, and my oxygen level was 99%.
That is fantastic. I know you do a lot of testing and you're into a lot of great therapies. And so I'm glad you've really, gotten a chance to test this out and are getting such great results, Craig. And I know you're going to share this with a lot of people. So thank you for sharing your story tonight. We'll see you on future Zooms, my friend.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll bring baby Craig with me next time.
All right, fantastic. All right, hey, let's go over to the man, the legend, if it were, my good friend, a cowboy Doug Glaze, who's also now the king of the power nap. Cowboy, how are you doing, buddy?
Hey, thank you, Adam, and doing great, doing great. Uh, my favorite part of the day, Debbie asked me today, she said, "Are you tired?" I said, "No." She said, "Why in the world are you taking a nap?" I said, "Because I love the power nap." And I got that one little Yorkie that's Cowboy's buddy. The last 2 days, she's 4 years old. I promise you, I had to wake her up. So I do believe we're going to hear testimonies on pets. I truly believe it because if I move and get out, she's following me at my ankle. So the stress, the clarity, and actually, I did actually forget the name of the app, but where it gives you the endurance boost. And I was driving and I told Debbie, I'm just going to put it on. And it's amazing. You do clear up and that drowsy feeling's gone. Like if you just got done with playing tennis or walking or hiking, it gives you a second wind. So I'm very impressed. But what I'm most excited about, guys, the phones are ringing. People are having fun. They're excited. If we didn't have 50 calls today about Saturday, we didn't have one. So I think it's a home run. I think it's something that if you love helping people, we got it. If you love making some side income, some big income, we have it. But I think if you keep in goal, how many people can I help? I think it will take care of itself. And that's an incredible product.
Yeah, it's absolutely doing amazing things for myself as well. I don't have trouble sleeping, Cowboy, but for me, I noticed the first day or two, the first night using it, and I'm like on night 10 now in a row that I've used the sleep program. There's an 8-hour one or a 10-hour one, and like I said, I don't have trouble sleeping. But when I got up in the morning, or when I've been getting up in the morning, I just feel so much more well rested than I ever have. And that's really important because obviously if you get a great night's sleep, your day is just going to go that much better. And it's got an upward spiral of health that's going to happen if you compound that over time. And I think David's going to speak to that. I know you have a special guest, though, somebody that's just recently joined your team. I believe this is going to attract a lot of people of all ages. And maybe you can tell us who you got with you.
Yeah, well, I want to start out and give a shout out to Cheryl. If it wasn't for Cheryl, I wouldn't have met him. And Sherry, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have met him. And the team's excited there, and they're doing a great job. And thank you from Debbie and I. And I want to bring out a young buck, 30 years old, realtor, entrepreneur, winner, goal setter. Dylan Beaver, are you out there?
Yeah, yes, I am. I'm right here. I think so. I think I'm coming on.
You got your
Let's see. Can
camera
y'all see
on?
me? Can you see me?
We can hear you, but your camera's not on.
Okay, start video. There we go. There we go. Okay, there I am.
There you
Nice
are,
to meet
buddy.
y'all. Nice to meet. There I am. Hey, and I even got the shirt on for you, cowboy. I put it on
All
for you, my
right.
friend.
All right. Well, I'll tell you
Yes, man.
what, you have got everybody excited that you've talked to. Have you met that Dylan? It's incredible. I'm going to let you go with this. Why Social X? And one thing I love you said, I've loved my mom from the day I was born. And this is the first time I can help her while I'm helping myself. And it's just a win-win situation. So I respect you. How you talk about your mother, it just fills my heart. So go ahead, young man. Why Social X?
Yes. Man, I'm actually so excited about this and this opportunity. First and foremost, because I heard about it through great people, and also I'm on a healing journey. Myself, right? I've always, my whole life, we overcome obstacles and we have things that are thrown our way, and most people, look at things, glass half empty. But if you look at it on the other side and you look at it on the positives, then you can do and you can have anything in the world, right? So my mom, single mom, single family, household, and I've seen, we've struggled, we've had times where we didn't have, food to eat, we didn't really have a place to live. But she always made a way for me, and when I was 21 years old, my goal was to become, a multimillionaire, just so I could literally give her a life and myself a life that we had never had. And on this journey, the last 9 years, I've been through a lot of battles, ups and downs, but it's all been amazing because of my healing journey. So, with that being said, I have wanted nothing more than to be able to align myself with beautiful people like you, Cowboy, your wife, Debbie. It seems like in this world, there's a lot of people that want to dim people's lights. And I'm ready to let my light shine and let, this product shine, because I really do think that when people realize that the mind is the key to their success, then, and that when they start to heal, that they can have anything they want. So that's why I'm super thankful to be here. It's an opportunity to align with people that that have a good heart, that love and that want to be successful, but also want to do it for the right reasons. And this gives me everything I want, man. So I'm super thankful to be here. Super glad that y'all having me. And I hope that we can get this thing to all 170 countries and we can have big events and speak at all of them. I want to literally change the world. And I pray that this product can do that. And I think it can. So that's why I'm here.
Well, we're certainly glad to have you, and we thank Sherry and Cheryl. And guys, that's the secret to this opportunity. No one can do it by themselves. You have to multiply yourself. And you speak to one, they speak to one, they speak to one, and the multiplication happens. But Dylan, God bless you, son, and you're an inspiration to a lot of us older folks. So thank you very much, buddy. Adam, back to you, my friend.
All right, Cowboy, great job. And Dylan, amazing. You're an inspiration. Looking forward to teaming up with you as well. Well, let's get David D out here. David D'Arcangelo, SocialX Global Marketing Director, good friend of mine. It's been a while, David, but how are you doing, my friend?
Hey, I feel great. Welcome and hello to everybody here. It's going to be a great run. We're going to help a lot of people, and that's the game. Do the right thing, and it'll all come back to you.
David, you're about to launch this NuCalm app with SocialX. It's about to happen on Saturday. People can get their 7-day free trial and experience what some of us testers have been experiencing. Just like I said, in the first few nights, I noticed a huge difference, and now I'm 10 nights in, and I got to tell you, the increased quality of sleep is life altering. I even took a power nap before this after dinner because I was feeling a little tired, and I even love the power nap, and that's not something that I was doing before. So I'm really enjoying that. I'm getting up to listening to a track by Tony Robbins, which is phenomenal. So instead of doom scrolling in the morning, laying in bed, I'm listening to Tony Robbins. In 15 minutes, he's firing me up for my day. So yeah, I can see how this is going to help so many people around the world. But what I want to talk to you about, David, is relationships for a minute, because why a company like SocialX, which is really a brand new brand, has roots over a decade long, been rebranded over about a year and a half ago, and we're really a young company that's kind of building up, and we're already in several different countries. But why SocialX? Why did Jim Poole, the owner of NuCalm, why did he decide to drop it in our lap, something that's never been done before at this level, a digital health product in the network marketing space the way he has, Dave?
Well, I would just say that, look, Jim is extremely smart. Since he's been in charge over there, it's 16 years. They've spent about upwards of $35 million to develop the technology. They own two of the only patents ever issued. Number one, to change your mental state on command. Number two is to reset your autonomic nervous system. Your nervous system is really where it all starts and ends. You're stressed or you're relaxed and focused. And Jim is I've been with him a couple of years now. A friend of mine referred me to Jim to help grow his company, just give him some really good advice. It's been 2 years. And I really am a proponent, a strong of all you people who are now experiencing the mind-boggling change your state on command. Just think about it. Why did it take so long? Why did I learn this at 70? Why didn't anybody tell us at 20? So change your mental state on command. You're all competitors. You're all doers. You're here tonight. You're building a business. I mean, look, if somebody could say to you, hey, you can download this app, put on this pair of headphones, and change your mental state to one of 6 mental states. And then when you get tired in the afternoon, if a little bit, you need a pump up, take the power nap. It's 20 minutes which is the equivalent of 2 hours of sleep. You've got the focus. Anybody who's out there, when you're at your office or your desk or at home or whatever, put the headphones on. I see Craig, you got yours on. You put the focus tracks on. The focus tracks just drive your brain, just becomes so much more optimized. You get so much work done. It's just like, oh, crazy. And then when I went to 2 years ago, after meeting Jim, and he called me up and he said, "Hey, you're not using, the app, the sleep app." And I said, "Jim, I sleep like a rock." And he goes, "Dave," he goes, "do me a favor tonight. Put the speaker by the bed. Tell your wife, that she would like it too." Because I told her, I said, "Hey, my wife's not going to let me do that." And she did. I asked her. We both turned it on that night. And in the morning I woke up, I looked at her and she goes, "Wow, that was amazing." So Jim has just been, I introduced Mark Victor Hansen, Chicken Soup for the Soul, to him. Mark's been an advisor to the company. Jay Abraham, if you want, go to the associate site. I did a post today on Jay. Jay is one of the most profound business people that helps companies. Companies call him to help them grow their company, get out of trouble, increase the revenue. This man says the most compelling quote I think I've ever seen, backed up by the amount of companies in the tens of billions of dollars that he's made from them all. He's a NuCalm advisor and a lover of NuCalm. Just like Tony Robbins, the FBI, the CIA. I mean, just to end it there, Adam, I firmly believe when everybody comes to me and they go, "Oh, I use this, and this is I got this technology, and this science I think is better," I just go, "Look, we have the only 2 patents ever issued to change your mental state on command to one of 6 programs and to reset your your nervous system, which is your stress machine, hopefully not." And then I go, and the unpaid endorsements, I give them the list. And I go, what else do you need to try? What else do you need to see to get on board? Unpaid endorsements. Tony Robbins and some other people. Let me just read one of these. This is a Lieutenant Colonel, U.S. Army Special Forces, and head of human performance for the FBI hostage rescue team. NuCalm has unequivocally been one of the most effective stress mitigation, sleep improvement, and general wellness recovery modalities we offer to our population as an enhancing tool to our HPO programs. It has met with resounding positive feedback and almost immediate results. That man goes under stressful situations. We hope we never get as stressed as these guys do. And your testimonial, Craig's testimonial, everybody, I just say that when you get that type of endorsement, when you get that type of product, when you have that type of investment, it's time to get on board.
Well, hey, I'm really excited about Super Saturday coming up. We're going to be launching NuCalm to the world. And again, this is the only company in direct sales that has ever had a digital health product like this, that for certainly that I can remember. And I've been in the industry for quite a few years. And there's not going to be this Me Too situation, and I think you're speaking to that with it being the only patented product like it of its kind for those things. Gone will be the days of my pill, patch, potion, whatever glutathione is better than yours, because you're offering something that nobody else will be able to offer. And the fact that we'll be able to be open in over 100 countries, soon to be, 170,
Yeah.
180 countries, really from the very beginning. We're already set up to pay
Yeah.
commissions in all those countries. You're going to be launching a brand new standalone, uh, marketing portal and website for this NuCalm system. And I just don't see, I just don't see how this is not going to be going viral really, really quickly. I just can't imagine that it's not.
Yeah, Adam, if we all just keep the focus on helping people help themselves, touch as many people as possible, as many referrals as possible, we have a chance to do something just amazing, and also make a living from it, and help our families and everybody else. And but when you asked me that last question, the first one, and hey, look, Jim, I've been there 2 years helping him out, and just advising and guiding and introducing him to people. He's an absolute incredible human being. He has a twin brother, David, that's in the business with him. They tried some other companies like ours along the way. They were trying to work with two of them when I met them a couple of years ago. And I just, sat back and watched. They fell apart, never got launched. So over that 2 year period with Social X, I always thought I got at the right time. It wasn't the right time. And then now, 2 years later, Stu and I laugh about it. And it's like, Dave, what did you do for 2 years? Jim and I helped Jim, and I'm with Social X, but I'm giving Jim some advice. I'm introducing him to people because his product is so profound. It's so compelling. It's so inexpensive. So anyway, so when it came time, I picked up the phone and I called Jim, and I just said, hey, Jim, it's time. I want to introduce you to Stu. And Stu, he immediately, like everybody, fell in love with Stu as a passionate or compassionate or, person and individual. And we talked about all of you out there, people coming back to Social X, people in Social X, leading teams, I said, Jim, you've never seen anything like this. Just watch. This is an integratable, honest, group of people. It's a special group. And the honesty and integrity is what makes it. So to end on that one, there is talk to Stu. I said, Stu, how about a product that can change an industry? How about being that company that you have no product formulations? It's not a supplement. There's no bottles or that you have to buy to package them, that you have to buy from parts unknown around the world. And wait a second, there's no warehouse. There's no warehouse. There's no product cost. Jim's already put that in and built it. And when you go around the world, you don't have to register and go through such the rigmarole that some countries put you through. And we both looked at each other honestly on a webinar and just were like, oh my gosh. So all of you out there, I just think this is the best. It's honest, it's straightforward, it's to the point. You either see it, feel it, or help others do the same. But I share with you, do it right. Get the headset. I'm kind of running around and I cut corners and Jim on this, and Jim's like, Dave, get the headset, get a quality headset, put it on. Yeah, Craig, you're holding your JBL up, and put it on. Get the speaker, put it next to your bed. Get the eye mask. So it was 6 months before I got the eye mask. I thought I just closed my eyes and that was my eye mask. And then I have a couch right here behind my, that's not really the water behind me, right? Of course you know that. But my couch, and my wife is the one who's on the inner tube out there. But there's a couch behind me. And I put the headset on and I put the mask on one day and sat on my couch in my office. And all of a sudden I put power nap on and I just slid back, my head leaned back, and I was asleep. It was like 4 minutes. I mean, it was just like, come home. so anyway, so for everybody out there, it's there's a serious side to this impact. And one of our people, or every once in a while, somebody calls me and says, what will it do for somebody who has bad hearing? And what if you get the right headset, it can potentially work for those people. And people who have other issues, remember, these are frequencies, right? So it's not the music that's on top of them is just window dressing. The science is right there. And so I just share with you is, do it right. And it's amazing what you can accomplish. Focus. At the focus track, one of the 6, look on the app. So deepest sleep is amazing. Deepest sleep, there's two sleeps. There's deep sleep, and then there's deepest sleep plus. Deepest sleep, it has the rescue track on the first 20 minutes, so you de-stress while you're lying there in bed. It de-stresses you. It gets rid of the stress so that you can have a restful sleep. And if you don't have a lot of stress, then you use the deep sleep, because it just doesn't have the rescue track. There's some beautiful things. But one last one, I'll turn it back to you, Adam, is so focus. Focus is you put a headset on while I'm sitting here and you're sitting here watching me. You put the headset on while you're working during the afternoon or something. And you use it while you work. And your brain just functions. It's just like boom, wham. It's just like top speed. I mean, clarity, ideas, creativity. So understand that at sleep, your frequency is for restful sleep has to come all the way down to like 0.5 hertz. So remember, change your mental state on command, you're all jacked up. Once you do the deepest sleep plus and you're sitting there, it's got to take you all the way from 30 or 40 hertz down to 0.5. And then for rescue recovery, rescue is, I would do rescue every day. I do it every day. And you don't have to do it for a long time, 20 minutes and get the face mask and do it. But that's 4 to 7 hertz. It brings you up. The creativity, if you want to go to flow state, that's 12 hertz, 8 to 12. And then focus, the one I talked about, to get your brain really rolling and you're working and you're just charging, that's 15 to 20 hertz. So all the time, when I say we change our mental state on command, that's what we're doing in your brain. And then high intensity, Tony Robbins, who Adam mentioned, that's all the way up to 39 to 41 hertz. So boom, we're going, taking you from here to here. What happens with us is we're all jacked up or we're thinking about something. We go to sleep at night and wait a second, to get you to sleep in a deep sleep, I got to get you down to 0.5 to 4 hertz. but you're up at 35 hertz. Just imagine, in the palm of your hand is your brain. You can change your mental state finally on command in minutes. So
It's phenomenal, Dave. You wrote the book on it, and I think that that's something everybody should pick up at Amazon. It is clearly an unfair advantage when you can dial in your state with an app in the palm of your hand. That is clearly an unfair advantage in life. There's no question about it. I'm getting to experience it. I'm blown away by it. The people that have tried it are also, sharing a lot of great testimonies as well. The funny thing is as we're out there sharing this with people, there are a lot of people that are familiar with the frequencies and that kind of therapy. People that have been, getting therapy, frequency therapy over the phone. There's, a lot of different things that are out there, but there's nothing as convenient as this, and there's nothing that has the patents on it like this does. And, you talk about the music or the tracks that you're hearing, the audible stuff that you're hearing, which is beautiful, by the way. Falling asleep to ocean sounds, the Pacific Ocean, or falling to sleep to, a summer rainstorm, things like that. But that's the audible part that is just the window dressing. It's the technology, the patented, proven technology that is happening below the surface that's inaudible, that's doing the healing. And from what I understand from listening to Jim, it took 32 years of research to map the frequencies of the human brain. And here we have it, convenient for as little as, for the full-on thing, all the modules, like $42 a month. And that's going to qualify a person for commissions all over the world. Or maybe there's somebody that's I'm just interested in the sleep part, or I can only afford that. And that'll be about, for those different modules, including Power Nap, I believe like $12.50 a month for that. So, and then there's a few things in between, a few options, but just exciting that this is about to launch. I got to tell you, this is one of the most exciting launches I've been involved in almost 40 years. And I just, I love physical products, and I know on Saturday you're also going to be introducing some incredible organic skincare and truly consumable products that are from a manufacturer somebody I really am very fond of, a friend of mine from way back. Her name is Linda Shea. Way back in the old days, we actually went snorkeling together, my wife and I and Linda, in St. John in the Virgin Islands. So she's just incredible, and her products are bar none phenomenal, and you're about to launch a few of those on Saturday as well. The other thing from a strategic standpoint is that, as we build with NuCalm and as we open up different countries, there will be leadership developing in different countries that will determine where we might end up putting a warehouse for the physical products that they also might want to find out about and help market and offer to their organization. And I just love that, we're able to lead with something digital in health, which doesn't exist up until now, and then be able to come around with some really amazing physical products for those that want to participate in that part of the program as well. And I just think it's a brilliant combination, and just congratulations. And Dave, it really boils down to relationships, doesn't it? Because if it wasn't for your relationship with Jim at NuCalm, this might have gone somewhere else, correct?
It would go someone else, or it would never get to the industry after the bad start he had earlier in 2 years ago. So yeah, Jim's a superstar, honest, straightforward, everybody. I'm just, we're all doing this for the right reasons, and it's just, the right place at the right time. I just wanted to just give you a big picture when I wrote the book. And if everybody, what'll happen is in the book, after we get off this, if everybody goes to Amazon and puts in, the search bar, puts in NuCalm, Your Unfair Advantage, just go down and read a little bit about it. But leave a review. A review will drive a lot of activity back to everyone at Social X. So anyway, I just wanted to say that. But my point on just listen to some of these numbers. How much is this product needed? 77% of employees report experiencing burnout. That's 2023, the Gallup report. It's, was really respectful. The World Health Organization estimates that stress-related conditions, global economy, $1 trillion annually in lost productivity. Mental wellness is now a top 3 priority at human resources and C-suite, big companies. A couple more. 1 to 3 adults didn't get enough sleep, resulted in poor memory, low energy, and increased health costs. Let's Harvard. This is a Harvard study. Every $1 spent on wellness yields $3.27 in reduced healthcare costs and $2.73 in increased productivity. Do you think companies would like to invest in their employees, which are their greatest asset? I could go on and on. This product is in need and it's priced so that everybody can afford it.
It absolutely is, Dave. Really, really excited about this launch coming up, and everybody plug in on Saturday. The Super Saturday coming up this Saturday. The Zoom link, you can find it. Ask the person who invited you on this this webinar. Also, next Tuesday we'll be doing this again. Tuesday Night Live. We do it every Tuesday evening live, 8 p.m. Eastern time. You'll learn more things and be able to share more stories with people as they're starting to get their first few nights with the 7-day free trial, which you're going to be able to do starting on Saturday. So really excited about that as well. David, as always, thank you for hopping on tonight. Appreciate you. Dylan, thanks for sharing your story. Cowboy, Craig, you guys are awesome. And everybody, thanks for hopping on tonight. This has been the X Team Social Hour. Yeah. Everybody have a great, great night. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you, everybody.
See ya.